See, like, first off, okay, here's my biggest problem when it comes to like YouTube and when it comes to streaming and when it comes to a lot of things. Twitch is great. If you want to be a streamer, for me, I like streaming more than I like making videos because I like to listen to music. And the music that you listen to like through YouTube without getting copyrighted is all really bad. Like the NCS music, it sounds the same, and you can't like listen to what you want. So that's a huge issue when it comes to like trying to you know stream things and try to be funny. And I like to have music going like while I stream and everything, so I can like you know I can have something playing so that when like when there's a silent moment in like a video game, or like when there's something like that's not really all that like that hype or something like that, I have music going so it like counteracts that boredom right there. But the issue is that on YouTube, like if I want to counteract like the boredom, we're listening to the same NCS song for like 40 times, and then it's like then my thing is like, oh, when I'm trying to create the video, it's like how do I go about things without making myself sound like too boring? How do I keep the chat into a state where they're entertained and not bored? And that's hard. Like when you start getting to that point, especially as a smaller streamer, you get to that point where you're not confident in like your content creating abilities. You start like doubting yourself. You start doubting whether your content's really good or not. And you don't want to get to that point, especially because like you think, oh man, the bigger streamer, like compare me to whoever you want, any Xenoverse like YouTuber, anything, stuff like that. Rhyme, I'm not gonna say Rhyme Style because Rhyme Style, like he's Dragon Ball overall, so it's easy. I wouldn't say it's easy for him because he has to work hard to make his content good. Like he has to work hard to make his content for him and his viewers. So what he likes, that's what he's happy with, and he's gotten to that point where he makes his stuff. He works hard to make his content. It's not like Rhyme was just like I don't think there's a single day where you find a streamer, YouTuber like Rhyme Style, C Reacts, any of those guys that make a video, don't put any time or effort into it, and they're just like, oh yeah, I expect it to do like super well. These guys are just like, they put in the same time and effort like the smaller guys put into. Like the thing about me, and I know like for my own content, I feel like I should be putting in more effort. And when you're a smaller like content creator, the issue is sometimes you put in less effort than the bigger guys. You cannot, as a smaller content creator, put in less effort than someone bigger than you, because why in my right mind as a viewer would I want to watch you when there's someone that's you're pretty much just like a miniature version of the bigger guy, right? I don't want to sit there and do the same repetitive thing over and over again, and I don't want to just be known as like the Xenoverse 2 guy, because when people come to my channel, they're gonna be like, oh, all this guy does is play Xenoverse 2. So if he's not playing Xenoverse 2, then he's not interesting. That's not what I want this channel to be. That's not what I want. That's not what I want for like me. I want to put in the same amount of time as the bigger name people like Rhyme Styles, Steedo, C-Reacts, all these guys that put in so much time to their channels, Kagi, all these people, Saving the Bees, all these guys that made their own name and went with it. Like these guys have their personalities and they stick to it, and they don't change up who they are. They, they stay, thorough about what they do. They work hard to what they're going for, and it worked out for them. And that's what you guys got to do too. I mean, YouTube, Twitch, all of that, it's hard. It's definitely a lot harder than you would think. But, I feel like anybody, not everybody, I mean, anybody can do it. To be honest with you, anybody can do YouTube and Twitch. But the people who want it will show you that they want it. I know guys that, hey, I remember when, DLC 8, like the stuff for DLC 8 was coming around. And like the minute it came out, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I had to stream up. See you, Tagger. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through to the stream, bro. I really do appreciate it. I remember when the stuff for DLC 8 came up, I instantly was making, like, I had a stream up for it. I was gonna, like, make a video for it. Like, and, I had somebody, oh, bro, what about sleep? Like, oh, no, you gotta go to sleep. There's no way in hell that, hey, by the time you wake up, these bigger name people already have videos and stuff like ready for what you're trying to do. If you want to get your content noticed, start pushing it out first. Like, look at a content creator like The Truth. Now, The Truth, he's, Dokkan. People will see him as Dokkan Battle. Even though I think he could make a video for anything he wants, and I think he'd still be very, funny and interesting. Anytime anything for Dokkan comes out, he is the first person that I think of when I'm like ready to see it. Like, transforming Goku, boom, The Truth. LR Frieza, The Truth. Like The Truth, Nanogenics, Rhymestyle, D-Free, all these guys, Riku for like Legends, Rhymestyle for Legends. All these guys are the first people you think of like when it comes down to, hey, it's this brand new thing that's coming out. When's it coming out? When's like this stuff happening? Thank you, ECS, for coming through, bro. I really do appreciate you coming through to the stream. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you so much for coming through. But yeah, like I said, like, look at these big name guys that are doing this, and they've been doing this for a while. They are active and they're proactive in what they're doing, and I think that's amazing. Xenoverse 2. You have Super Saiyan Cabby. And a lot of people don't put respect on Cabby's name either, but Cabby's like right there too. Anytime anything new is out for Xenoverse 2, Cabby's on it. That's what you have to do. You have to be proactive when you're doing anything. If you want to succeed in YouTube, and if you want to succeed as a content creator besides sucking some dick, you gotta be proactive, and you gotta try to find your way to do things like new. You can't do the same thing this guy is doing. You can't do the same thing that guy is doing. Like, if I make a video saying, we're like something new, like going into a 3v3 as all Cybermen, or going into like a 3v3 as all like Cell Juniors, or something new, or something new, something cool, finding, whatever you could put your time into. I think that's how you grow. I think that's the way to success. And I don't know if I'm wrong, let me know, but I'm gonna say that I think anybody could grow and be a successful YouTuber. or streamer. And if you put the time into it, it can work out for you, and I hope it does. So that's it. That's been the TED Talk from your boy Snypez, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And that's it for me. I think I'm done recording this video, but that's it. And you guys all have a great day. To all the people that watch us on YouTube, to all the people that are on Twitch, you guys know, much love. Thank you guys for coming through to Twitch. And that's it from your boy.